Hi, and thanks for watching another one of my videos, and welcome to my channel if it's the first time here. I recently bought an ISteady Pro 3-axis handheld stabilizer gimbal for action cameras. It's designed mainly for the Gopro, which I use. I use a Hero 4, the silver. I've had it for quite a while, but it gives me good footage and I'm quite happy with it. But I thought I'd try it with a gimbal and see how that went. So I've mounted it onto the bike, just done a bit of the harder surface there and on the dirt. I'm on the pan, tilt, follow setting, and it should keep the horizon even all the time, but it'll follow the bike the rest of the moves. So here we go. It cost me about $129. I think I found it on eBay, but they are out there and you can pick them up from around $90, I think, if you really hunt around. It's compatible with a few other action cameras and also the GoPro from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and it's got Bluetooth, and you can also get the app which I've downloaded, which the link is on the actual box, and you can use your phone to set it up on a tripod and manipulate it around. So it's on the bike now. At the end of the video I'll show you it actually on the bike and the packaging that it came with. It comes with a small tripod, but I've got a cheap camera tripod that I've added the GoPro attachments to, so I can put this on. So I went out with a mate, Kim, that I've been camping with a few times. We're old mates and we're used to each other. Grumpy old men. So the campsite, it's not far from York. I won't name it because we're actually not supposed to be in there lighting fires, so if I don't tell you where it is, you can't growl at me. Got the Hammock again, and I've just set the gimbal up, taken it off the bike and set it up on the tripod. Love the Hammock. Forecast for about 8 to 10 overnight, so shouldn't be too bad. I haven't put the big fly out because there's no moisture around and we're not expecting a heavy dew overnight. Kim's setting up the black wolf. He's on the ground this time. The dry bag, the big 20 litre you can see on the right hand side, is out of my kayak, and I use that to keep all my camping gear in. So, well, the tents and that, so that if anything's wet when I pack up, I can keep my clothing and food and everything in the other one, and it keeps them separate. So time for a step 2, and if you've watched Steve Wallace's videos you'll know all about a step 2. So we've just set the GoPro up on the gimbal and sitting there using the app to move it around, which is quite impressed with. You can do up and down, left and right. Just having a little bit of a play, looking at some different angles. Kim seems really impressed with me there. And coming up to the fire. So as I say, it really was a trial period just to have a play with this thing, and I've got it actually held up a little bit higher now, and they call it the jib movement. So using the tripod as a extended handle to get more of that drone sort of effect. This effect I just saw the other day on somebody else's video and I thought that was really cool, so I had to go at doing that as well. So it's just a matter of standing there and spinning the actual gimbal and camera around in your hand without moving yourself. And again, this is the sort of drone look. I've just got the gimbal on the tripod and holding it up high. Great little campsite, very dry out there, but not a lot of wind, so we decided on a little fire. It's very hard to go camping and not have a fire, at least for cooking on, but if it gets any hotter I think that'll be the end of the fires for the season. They get some good effects and you get a good look around out there. We actually do a bit of a ride around this reserve later, so it gives me a good idea of how to it goes on some rougher ground. And it's dinner time. Had a few drinks and oh, mistake, it's breakfast time. I had stew last night and this morning I'm doing spam in a can. I just chop it up into smaller squares and fry it up, so once it's nice and crispy, add the old baked beans to it and it does a nice meal. Suits me. I always add a bit of teriyaki sauce or something like that to give it a bit of extra flavour. And the little grill that I'm using there folds up. It's in a recent video I've just done, which will be on my channel as well if you want to have a look. You can't beat baked beans in the morning. And with this can of spam, that really fills it out. Look at that. Fit for a king. My wife wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. So again, the camera's just sitting there lowered down on the tripod. And didn't take long to polish that lot off. There's a lot of great little spots around York and to get out in the bush and have a camp. We are very fire conscious, and I'm just putting it out there that we put the fire out, we soaked it, we took extra water to put it out and also covered it in dirt. We've removed all our own rubbish and left no trace, as we always try and do. They're gone. And time to pack up camp now. And again, the Hennessy hammock is quick and easy. Just roll it up and put the snake skins slide back over it. And as I say, keep it in a separate dry bag, so if it was wet or dirty, and I can keep it away from the rest of my gear. Only takes a couple of minutes to pack up. I'm riding a XT250 2013 model, the fuel injected. I love it. It's a great little bike, nice and light, and packs a punch when I've got to go up a hill, even with a bit of gear on. So I think this bike will do me for a long time. And it's nice and low in the saddle, so I'm a bit of a shorty, so that suits me as well. A few kangaroos around in this area, so when we get home we really check ourselves out for ticks. Kim had a couple crawl up his bear leg last night while we were having a fire, and so we know they're definitely around. And that's it, all packed up. I've got a 40 litre bag on the front, which I bought off eBay, and a 20 litre on the back for the tent gear, and a couple of saddle bags, some bits and pieces here, and a small tank bag. Get about 320 kilometres out of a tank of gas on this, which is about 9.8 litres the tank carries, and I get a 33 kilometres per litre. Alright, we're just taking off around the reserve now, and the gimbal is back mounted on the pan tilt follow, so the horizon on it will stay relatively even. It doesn't take out all the shaking, but it certainly makes it a smoother video with keeping the horizon even. You don't feel so sick watching videos like this. I was quite pleased with the effect, and I'll be looking at some other videos that are on YouTube on doing a little bit more cinematography, if that's how you pronounce it, and having a play around. Just coming over some rocks there. So yeah, as you can see, the horizon really does stay even, but the camera follows the bike, or the movement of the bike, so it's still showing some of the action in it. Starting to look real dry out here now. It's October, middle of October, oh no, or the 11th of October. It's quite a variety of different bushes and trees out there from where we were the other side, which was all big gums. Over here it's real scrubby, horrible looking stuff. That's my dog barking in the background. No matter when you try and do a video, there's always something that's going to make some noise in the background. I'm not going to redo the whole audio on this just because he's barking. I don't even know what he's barking at. Then coming through, and then we get out into some grass plains. It can sort of miss the track there a little bit. Using a Honda 250, also road bike. Sort of a bit of a weird, having a gate there and about 4 metres of fence and then a truck around it. I don't get that. And coming back out onto the dirt road very shortly and heading home. And back out on the dirt road. Right, I'm back in my shed now, and that's the gimbal mounted on the handlebars. Quick and easy to unscrew. Quite a lot of movement in them, so I'm really pleased with that as a product, without paying exorbitant prices. All the reviews I read on it have been pretty good as well. 4 different settings, and as I say, you can download the app, and the battery life on the gimbal's about 12 hours, and you can actually use it to charge your camera from the handheld. Comes in a nice little case. Well, thanks for watching my video. Sorry about the dog barking in the background at the end here, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want, or make comment if you would like to see anything else, or I've missed some details out, but I won't be naming, as I say, the reserve that we're in at the time. See ya.